Going into 2 minute drill, if you guys don't remember, I asked a question. These three lads discuss and debate. You get points. You talk too long, you lose points. You give some good pointers, you gain points. Now, as we go into tonight, Brendan is in lead with 11 points. Jeff is in second with 9, and Jordan has 8.
Oh yeah.
Let me pull up questions that I have. I'm gonna just start off with an easy one.
Oh, okay.
Compared to all of the professional championships, as in the MLB, the NHL, the NFL, so forth, the big ones that we all talk and know about. Can we say the easiest one to win is the Super Bowl? Go ahead, Jordan. Start us off.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Football is the one sport where it is one and done. So, baseball, basketball, hockey is a best of 7 series. So I firmly believe in a best of 7 series, the better team will win. There's been many cases in the NFL where there's a bad team that upsets a good team, and they shouldn't have because it's a one and done. There's teams that have bad days and good days. We see that in all the sports. I think the NFL holds a righteous spot in my heart for that because it's a one and done thing, and that's why gambling's so big, and that's why everybody watches it. That one game makes it all. It's like March Madness, one and done. So I think we're overlooking how important the Super Bowl is and how hard it is to win that game because it is one and done. You have one bad day and you're out.
Counters.
What was the question? Sorry, I only heard half because you cut out.
Sorry.
Is the Super Bowl the easiest of the 4 major sport titles to win? That's the question.
Is it the easiest? No. Honestly, my counter, the easiest is NBA. The NBA championship, I would say, is the easiest to win because at this point in the NBA, it's only 5 players mainly that it comes down to. Yes, the bench comes into play a little bit, like the Knicks this past year utilized their bench a little bit, yada, yada. But I think if you have a good starting 5 in the NBA, like back in the day with the Heat, the Warriors, teams, even the Mavericks when they won it there one year. If you have a good core in basketball, with it being a 7-game series, I think that is the easiest to win. Like George said, with NFL being one game, I think that anything can happen at that point. You can have a quarterback as good as, let's just say, Tom Brady, but he could have one of the worst games possible. It's like anything can happen at that point. So I think that the NFL is one of the hardest to win.
Okay, yeah, I'll agree with that. I mean, especially like Jordan said, one and done is rough. I mean, all you need is a bad day. I mean, look at the Patriots, undefeated. They had one bad quarter against the Giants, and then the Giants ended up stealing that Super Bowl off of a miracle catch. Look at the Falcons.
Fingertip catch.
look at the Falcons up 28-3. Who thought that was going to happen? No one. I mean, in a blink of an eye in the NFL, it could. Well, no, I actually had Patriots fans text me congratulations, but that's a separate conversation.
We had a Patriots fan. Teddy was like, "Dude, we got this."
But anyway, yeah, yeah, no, NFL is definitely the hardest. As for easiest, I mean, they're all hard in themselves. I mean, baseball. I mean, if you get hot at the right time, you could go on a roll. So you could kind of see how that could be one of the easier ones to get because if it's kind of hard to stop a hot team, it really is, and especially if the pitching lines up. Case in point, the Dodgers. If they line up their pitching right, they can just cakewalk through the playoffs, especially with the team that they have. So yeah, NFL is by far the hardest. I would go baseball being one of the easiest.
I just want to bonus real quick off of what Brendan said and why I think NBA is also the easiest because I feel like 5 dudes instead of 11, right? You need 11
Yeah.
guys on the same page at the same time in football. Whereas basketball, we've seen it with Michael Jordan, and I'll give Brian credit. I mean, he is one of the GOATs. I mean, Michael Jordan, when he was at his prime, I mean, the Bulls were walking over teams. LeBron James in his prime, you go back to, Wilt Chamberlain. I think basketball is so much easier because there's only 5 guys. Baseball, say what you want, there's still 10 guys on 9. Sorry, but you know what I mean. Like, you need a lot more players for every other sport. And then hockey, goalie. I just feel like football, having 11 guys on the same page at the same time, and your quarterback is either good or bad. And like Brennan said, you have Tom Brady have a bad game, Patriots are going to lose. Mahomes has a bad game, Chiefs are going to lose. So I feel like we're overstating how easy the NFL is compared to other sports sometimes because of that. I know they only have to win 4 games to win the Super Bowl. I get that. But one and done, you have one bad game, you're going home.
Okay. Respect all those answers. This one, as we've seen this week, Aaron Donald crying out for the Rams. If he does sign with the Rams, can we say the Rams defense will be better than the Texans defense this year?
Ooh. Oh.
You repeat the question. Wait.
Aaron Donald has been working out with the Rams, trying out, as we've seen this week. If he does sign and come back to the Rams, with the lineup the Rams defense has, could we say the Rams defense this year will be better than the Texans defense?
Oh, come on. You got to give an easier question. That dude. What the hell? I ain't going first on this one.
I'm
Hell
going to
no.
say no. The only reason is the Texans have a unit that have been playing together for longer. Yes, Aaron Donald, you can easily plug and play him, but with the 2 factors of Myles Garrett, Aaron Donald, you're going to have to figure out some stuff because teams are going to obviously plan around the defensive line. Yes, I understand they brought in Trent McDuffie, but the Texans also have Stingley. So, and who's been there forever. He's used to that, used to the system they run. So I think that the Texans are used to the system, more comfortable with their system than if the Rams had to plug and play Aaron Donald right away and get him back up to speed, whereas the Texans are already at speed. And plus, if you want to make the argument, I get it. He's older. He's not Aaron Donald whatsoever, but they did just bring in Jadeveon Clowney. So it kind of does help that D line a little bit more with depth and more options as well. So I would still say the Texans have the better defense.
Yeah, I'll second that. I mean, just looking at the Lions themselves, just stacking it up, Texans, I think, are still the better defensive team. I mean, you have Al-Shaair at linebacker too. Can't discount that. How much of a playmaker he is. Bringing in, like Brendan said, Jadeveon Clowney to help in, and I mean, you're gonna have to guard Will Anderson and Jadeveon Clowney. Good luck.
And Danielle Hunter.
Yes, and Danielle Hunter. I mean, that defensive line itself. I mean, yeah, the Rams, could give people problems if Aaron Donald signs. But I mean, just looking at the linebackers and then the defensive backs with Derek Stingley Jr. too in the secondary for the Texans, I like their linebacker and secondary lineup better than I would trust the Rams. Plus the years playing together, like Brendan said, I think that chemistry goes a long way. We just covered that. So chemistry goes a long way. I think the Texans are the better unit, regardless. And plus, coming off the street, you just still took a year off. Not as easy as you think.
Be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm with Brian on this. I like he asked this question. I'm going to Rams all day. Aaron Donald's the greatest defensive player I've ever seen. The second greatest defensive player I've seen in my lifetime is Myles Garrett. You put them together on the same side of the offensive line, who are you blocking? Trent McDuffie, Jalen Watson, Quentin Lake, Cam Curl was a Pro Bowler last year at safety. Dude, that Rams team is no joke. I don't care how long Aaron Donald. Has anybody watched Aaron Donald workout videos?
No.
Yeah, he looks a little slow.
A little. I'm sorry. I'm with you, Brian. That Rams team. If Matthew Stafford's healthy, I'm all in. My gambling bets are in. I'm all in.
Okay. Continuing with the NFL. Which of these three quarterbacks is under the most pressure to win a Super Bowl this year?
Lamar Jackson.
Josh Allen, Burrow, or Lamar?
Oh wow, I nailed it.
Jeff, you're starting this one because I think me. And
I
Brendan
almost
just
think it's
started.
Josh Allen. Just based off of the expectations and how, I mean, we covered it, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, about how wide open the AFC is this year. We don't know what kind of Mahomes' condition is going to be. I mean, Josh Allen, the AFC is for the Bills taking, especially with who they brought in. He now has another weapon on offense with DJ Moore.
DJ Moore. Yep.
So yeah, so if Josh Allen doesn't win it this year and the Bills don't win it this year, with how wide open it is for them to take, I don't know when the Bills will win it. I don't know what else has to be done. They brought in a new offensive coordinator, new head coach, because they blamed the head coach on it. At what point do you say, well, maybe it's just Josh Allen and he can't win the big one?
My counter to that is it's Joe Burrow. Why? Because he's in the same system that he has been with for the past 3 years. Both Lamar and Josh are in a new system, new head coaches, new everything.
Mhm.
So you got to get used to all that. Whereas I think it's easy to blame the quarterback if all goes wrong, but you also need your coach to put you in a good position to win. So I think I need to see more out of the Bills and Ravens head coach and coaching staff, period, to see what kind of setups they give their quarterbacks to give them success. Where Zach Taylor is beyond the hot seat right now. He's returning. Joe, he's been to the Super Bowl once. So he's, I guess, most experienced in that way, if you will, because he's been to the big game. So I think the most pressure is on Joe Burrow right now with the team he's got, especially having Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. You have two of the best receivers in the NFL, so there's no argument there. So I think that all the pressure is on Joe right now to actually perform, stay healthy, and take his team back to the big one.
This is actually insane that we're going to have three different answers. You said Josh Allen, you said Joe Burrow, and I'm going to say Lamar Jackson. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, fact check this. I believe Lamar Jackson might be the only two-time MVP quarterback that's never won a Super Bowl. Fact check that, please. He's one of the very few. And I think we can all agree the Ravens probably have the most talented of the three teams. If we're going to go, Kyle Hamilton, Roquan Smith on defense, and then you go offense, you have Derrick Henry, no matter how old he is. I think Lamar Jackson this year, I don't care, and this is actually crazy too. All three teams have new head coaches. We're three of the best quarterbacks, or actually Joe Burrow doesn't, but he should have a new head coach. Sorry, Brian. There should be three new head coaches. Lamar is under a lot of pressure. You don't win two MVPs and then not win a Super Bowl, and I think you got to back up those MVPs. You can't be a regular season player your entire career. You can't. Jeff, please tell me quarterbacks with two MVPs. Can you let me know right now? I know you'd look
Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is the only two-time
Told
league
you.
MVP not to win a Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. I knew it. Lamar's got to win one. You cannot have MVPs and no Super Bowl. You'll be remembered as nothing, man. I hate to say that, but you got to win the big game, Lamar. And I love Lamar. Sorry, I shouldn't.
Well, this kind of counters with what you said. Lamar probably won't win a Super Bowl in Baltimore. What do we think?
Ooh. I'll go first.
Yes.
I would like to ask you, Mr. Host, if you're another team in the NFL, what team that you think is Super Bowl ready, if they were to get Lamar Jackson, would win the Super Bowl? I'm curious to hear your answers on this.
Texans.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
ooh, that's an air
Yeah.
handshake. That's an air handshake.
I'm going to throw a wild card, the Minnesota Vikings.
Jay Jettas.
With Kevin O'Connell, Jay Jettas, that would be...
But you know what is funny about this argument, and I want to know your guys' all opinions, Brian included. All three of these quarterbacks, if we were to put them, let's just say, I actually really like the Texans call too, and I like the Minnesota call. If you were to put all three of these quarterbacks on either one of those teams, any three of these guys, because I think we can all agree they're very, very good quarterbacks. Do you think if any of the three, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar, were on the Texans or the Vikings, would they be Super Bowl favorites?
Yes.
Yes.
You think
Yeah.
so?
Yeah.
Defense alone.
I think I'd agree, actually. Especially with the Texans defense. I actually really, and I'm a CJ Stroud guy, and that hurts my heart. And I hope Texans not listening because it's going to hurt me. But and Vikings not a bad call either, man. Jeez Louise. I
Yes.
like that take, Brian. That ain't too bad. Shit. You put me in checkmate, man. We're not playing chess, dude. Jesus. You're supposed to be gentle. The host is supposed to be the nice guy.
Lamar on
Next.
Lamar on Minnesota would be very
It'd be
interesting.
disgusting. With
So
Jay
interesting.
Jettas,
With-
oh my god,
yeah.
and TJ Hawkinson, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Woo.
I don't know what it is with Baltimore. I don't want to say it's a supporting cast because he has Zay Flowers, he has Derrick Henry, like he has the weapons. It seems like Lamar when it comes to playoff time, it's just where does he go? You have this great regular season, and then every time in the playoffs, it's just like, what happened?
What
First
makes me
round exit.
angry,
You're
me and Brian will
Yeah.
talk on the phone, and I get so mad about Joe Burrow. When Joe Burrow gets to the playoffs, of the three guys we just said, Josh Allen, Lamar, and Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow's the only one in the playoffs that gets better. Joe Burrow in the playoffs is great. The only problem is, the last couple of years, Joe Burrow hasn't been in the playoffs. So I
Yeah.
think you sit there and you're like, Lamar sucks in the playoffs. Josh Allen last year had 4 or 5 turnovers against the Broncos, and Joe Burrow in the playoffs is Joe Shiesty all day, dude. I mean, if I'm betting, man, Joe Burrow in the playoffs over all day.
Yeah.
But he hasn't made the playoffs the last couple of years. Injuries. I'm sorry, Brian. Injuries included. I'll give you that. Injuries included. But Joe Burrow in the playoffs, I would argue, is as good as Patrick Mahomes, if not better. I mean, he beat Mahomes in the playoffs. That's how he got to the Super Bowl. He just has to get to the playoffs. Get Joe Shiesty back to the playoffs.
This year.
Brendan.
Sorry, what was the question again? I was watching a replay of the Panthers game.
Jesus.
Sorry. I was watching a replay. Sorry.
No. God bless.
It's a Hall of Fame game in August 6th. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, come on now. This is football.
I love it. I love it.
I'll transition to the last question of the day. With the lockout that's coming for baseball next year,
Yeah.
if there are games played to where there'll be a World Series, will that be the Dodgers' 4th World Series?
Ooh.
With the team they'll have?
Listen, I'm going to have a controversial take right here. Hold on. The Red Sox are tying the game in the 10th. It's very possible the Dodgers don't even get a 3rd straight this year. I mean, just look at how they're going right now. It's not a guarantee because again, if you get a team hot at the right time, the Dodgers are beatable. We've seen it through the regular season. Swept by the Diamondbacks at home, swept by the Red Sox at home, and now they were just swept by the Cubs, albeit on the road. Oh, and their prize trade acquisition, Skubal, didn't look great, did he? Against a really good Cubs team. So everyone wants to crown him because they got Skubal. I'm not there yet. Shohei's hurt. They're pitching. I mean, yeah, Scooble helps with that, but there's still a mess with how many starters on the IL? 2 at least, 3. Thank you, Jordan. I mean, you get an AL team. I'll be a homer. Red Sox look really good right now. If the Red Sox stay, if the Red Sox stay hot, you see that starting 5 against the Dodgers. 7-game series, anything can happen. But I don't know. I think the Dodgers 3-peat is in jeopardy right now. Thank you,
Please
Brian.
stop. Please stop. Jeez.
Listen, I have a tie ball game.
Does
with runners on
anyone
second
have
and
a
third right now.
counter?
I do.
Oh, Jordan does.
I do.
Jordan.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna anti-Jeff here, and I'm not. I hate the Dodge. I texted Brendan and Brian immediately after the Scooble trade of how bullshit the MLB is, and I hope there's a lockout because they need to fix this.
It's gonna
But
happen.
it's a big what if.
it's
If the Dodgers are healthy, Blake Snell comes back and Tyler Glasnow comes back, they're pulling out 5 starters: Shohei, Yamamoto, Skubal, Glasnow, and Blake Snell. If I'm not mistaken, all 5 are Cy Young winners. So I hope you're right, because if the Dodgers win again, I'm probably going to break my computer in half. But if they're healthy in the playoffs, God damn it. If they are healthy, it's going to be a hard team to beat. And I hope you're right. I really hope you're right. I do not want to see a Dodgers 3-peat. I would pay money for any other team. I might put money on the Cubs. I don't care. Just do not let the
Cubs look
Dodgers
real
win.
good.
And please, somebody tear a Tom. Oh, actually, no, that's messed up.
Yeah, don't wish
Somebody,
injury.
somebody
Never-
hurts. Somebody like stub a toe and be out for like a week. God
Listen,
damn it! All right, I'm done.
Shohei's
I'm
basically
done.
running on one leg right now with all his injuries. His left knee hurts. His right forearm
Can somebody
hurts.
break Brian's soundboard?
Nah, I like the soundboard.
Jesus Christ. I swear to God.
All right. Brennan, do you have a counter to this or a point you'd like to make?
I do. I don't see the Dodgers 3-peating only because I think in the NL, pitching aside, I think they have one of the worst lineup cards that you can have out of the teams that would make playoffs, a la the Cubs, a la the Phillies, a la Brewers. I think the Dodgers, yes, they have stars, but I think they're getting older. I think the injury potential is way higher for them. I think in a 7-game series, I mean, like Jeff said, you saw the Cubs swept them and 3 at home, and the Cubs were pouring it on them on some of those games. I think with the Phillies acquisitions, with how they have their new, with how they have Arias, Stott, and Baum playing in their new positions, with Harper back out in the outfield, I personally think that the Dodgers, when healthy, have the best pitching rotation, but I don't think they have the best hitting lineup currently in the majors, or on the NL side, I should say.
I think you guys all had really good takes there. Really good takes. Bravo.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you.
So, ending off this 2-minute drill this week, we have a tie between Brendan and Jeff. Jordan is only 1 point behind.
Hell yeah. You want to know why? You want to know why?
Can we stop
Oh.
the fucking
No,
sound?
you want to know why you're a point behind? It's because you criticized the soundboard.
Well, that's fair.
Soundboard.
Jesus
listen,
Christ.
And I think
Soundboard
I'm
is nice.
technically a point behind is because I asked what the question was and I lost.
Yes,
So
I would
that's
agree,
technically-
because that was
You should
hilarious.
deduct a
You're
point,
sitting
yeah.
there looking to the right, and we're all
Dude,
like, Brandon,
This
where
is
you at?
honestly the best
Also-
Hall of Fame game in the past
So-
5 years.
He
Okay,
asked
that's
that
all I'm
question.
saying. It's
He
like
asked that question
27,
twice.
24.
That question was asked
In the
twice.
Hall of Fame game?
Yes, this is actually a decently high scoring game for
All
a
right,
Hall of Fame
so I'm
game.
going to ask you a